then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to booking. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie. These niggas don't even smell.
Welcome back to Offstage, episode 625. Now, we seriously got to keep count. I mean...
Yeah. I think we on like 21.
No,
22.
21.
Yeah. Something like that.
No, we
Something
got
like that.
We gotta. If y'all know how many episodes this is, just put it in the comments. I think we passed 25.
Nah, we ain't passed it. I counted last night.
25, 21. Damn, we got a long way to go. We trying to get to 500 episodes.
But again, we keep fucking up this intro. Welcome back to Offstage. I'm your boy Reese.
And I'm your boy M Dubs. We are back live. And you know what? Today my sister's birthday. I gotta shout that out.
Shout out to
Booby
Abigail.
It's her birthday. It's a lot of shit going on in May. We ain't do the May birthdays.
We
neither,
didn't.
but we gonna do that.
Yeah.
May. Also, on a sad note, we lost a comic today, man.
Yeah.
Damn, man, my man. I can't smiling always. Good dude. And you just never know what people going through. So I want to send my condolences to comedian Torrance Scales. Yeah. He was a comic, good guy, always happy. He passed away today. My condolences to your family and friends and loved ones. Bless up. Yeah, man. We got to do that.
His name was Torrance.
Torrance
Scale.
Yeah. Good dude. Like I said, you never know. That's why I be kind to people. You know, I was always nice to them. Because it's this thing in comedy, like if people not funny, people try to treat you like shit or don't speak to you and all that.
Did you just call him not funny?
No, I ain't saying that. But people would view that or, try to play him. But he was just a good dude. And I felt like he was funny. He did impressions.
Okay.
So
and everything everybody posting about him on Facebook is nothing but what
shit.
you're saying.
Yeah, he was a good dude, man. Also, I got a busy week. My son graduated from college May 9th. Marvin did his thing, McKendree College. I don't know what his degree in. Don't ask me. People be like, what is May? I don't know nothing. I just know he finishing. He getting a degree May 9th.
He did 4 years, right?
Did 4 years.
Man, nigga. It ain't no 2-year shit. It's 4 years.
He gotta do, it's a university. And
bachelor's degree.
No tuition. No.
Because football paid for it.
Football paid. He played 4 years of D2 ball.
Yeah.
Started. And, I thought he was finna go into the portal and like do the whole thing. He was like, Dad, I'm done.
I'm done, yeah. Too much wear and tear, man, on your body and shit.
When you got now he got the experience, right? So a team definitely will pick him up because you've been playing football 4 years, so you definitely could go to a bigger university or D1 and somebody will pick you up. But he's like, nah.
How you feel about him saying like I'm done? And are you still like? Of course you're a proud father, but it's like, damn.
No, cause the goal was college.
Okay,
and he did it. You know what I'm saying? Like the goal was getting his school paid for. Anything more than that was a bonus. So, right. And, he done it. He's been playing since he was 6 years old. So, he done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he did well. So, that's all I can ask for as a father. Actually, that's the goal for all my boys. You know what I'm saying? To college. Finish.
We never got to do that shit.
I mean, it was not even an option. Like, for me, like, I didn't even know I could go to college. Like, it wasn't even in a thought. Like I just knew when I graduated from high school just to go work. Like
so before having kids, did you know like that's one of the goals? Like I gotta get my kids to college, finish college, because you wasn't able to.
Well, I think when you have kids, you want them to do things you didn't do, and college was one of the things I didn't do. So when I started having them, I was like, now. When I met my wife and she finished college and she did her thing, she went to a HBCU. Now I'm pushing the HBCU thing. Okay. I want them to experience all those things. So, yeah, you want them to do, push it farther than you. I want them to go to HBCUs, man. like King, Marquise, Mars. You know, I wanted them to do the fraternity thing,
Right.
you know, do the Greek thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But again, if they don't want to
Right,
or choose
right.
to, that's cool, because you can't just live through them. You try, you know.
Do you regret not going?
Do I regret? No, I don't. I don't regret it. Cause I wasn't. I think you got to have the tools. I think if I would have went in the situation that I was in, I
You wouldn't have made
finished.
it. You would have, right.
Because college is like it's a prep. Even though you don't know, like even like with Mars, right? He's seeing it and it's around him, so it's going to be nothing for him, right? So for me,
you would have went in there blind,
right? It wasn't something that we did. Like none of my sisters and brothers went. It was like foreign, so I would have just did it just to be doing it instead of it just being a part of what y'all do.
I would have did it to sell weed on campus.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah,
I'm here making money. Y'all go to class.
But right, so I guess when you putting that in your kid, like you got a daughter, if you putting that in her, like I want you to go away, like that's
go
what
away.
I want you to go away. I want you to experience being a young adult.
Grambling State,
man,
Atlanta,
go,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Howard. You know, I think they finna stop. I just seen something today about Trump.
Yeah, he trying to
funding for Howard.
He trying.
That's crazy.
Super crazy. But Howard got a lot of alum, you know, kicking in for y'all school. Famous, rich.
Do HBCU do that though?
Yes.
Do they alums be?
Yeah.
So why they can't pay their athletes?
They don't do that part. You know, they do the library and
fuck that.
The theater department. All
How
that
about we
shit.
start paying the athletes, and then the athletes can really push the money back because they done made all the money.
Man.
And that's why the Dukes and the Kentuckys and the Georgetowns and the North Carolinas stay afloat, because you got Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, and Patrick Ewing, and you got all these guys pushing money back into their programs, but HBCUs like, we don't do that. And it's like, most of the rich niggas who play the ball is black. So why wouldn't y'all cater to that? Like, I don't understand. Why wouldn't HBCUs be like, we're going to do that and produce, instead of let Michael Jordan go to UNC?
Right.
We're going to go to Frisk or whatever other HBCUs. Fisk, whatever. Like, why wouldn't they subscribe to that? Because they want to stay, we're academic. Fuck all that.
Right.
Get these
This
niggas
what we do. This where our money
this
at.
where the
it's
money
in the sports. It's in the acting.
They should find a way to get rap or hip hop or something.
Yeah.
Since, like, make that a thing where you could get a scholarship.
From that. Yeah.
Okay, and then when you producing these guys who's making millions in rap and hip hop, and they graduated from a HBCU, won't they kick money back?
They should.
Won't they have a little Uzi Vert auditorium built?
They should.
Kanye West, like,
They should.
I would think, and this is what I be getting mad about with the powers that be. Like, why y'all ain't on stuff like that? You know? Like Jay-Z, why you ain't on people getting paid for the Super Bowl? Now you in position and power.
Right. It shouldn't be we doing this for free.
Call Roger Odell and say, look, we done did it for free a few years. How about
let's just
pay people, get people paid.
Some of them motherfuckers be on tour. Man. They got to stop the tour to do the Super Bowl.
That's why I do not agree with people who having power and who don't want to change nothing. It's like, why give me the power?
That's kind of why Trump kind of be leading in conversations,
whether
because
you like that nigga,
the nigga
not,
changing the shit out of stuff,
and
whether we like it or not,
that nigga gonna shift. Nigga,
it's gonna be a new country in about 5 years,
and it ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. That nigga, if he, all this tariff shit, he's switching it up. I don't know whether it's good or bad. All I know is, you better learn how to sell cocaine. Like, go back to, the
I'm
80s.
so mad I wasn't this age when the cocaine era came.
Why?
Because I think I would have been in it.
You definitely would have been in it, but you would have got in a drive-by, nigga. Like, a lot of people died in them 80s, and it wasn't sweet. Like, what's crazy about when I watch Cocaine Cowboys, because that's one of my favorite movies, not only did the money go up, But
Nigga,
the
the
crime,
murder,
the
the-
crime
yeah.
went up because niggas was getting robbed and murdered
But I ain't talking about them. Like I'm talking about like
in the streets too. though.
85. I ain't talking about the 70s when it first hit. I'm talking about the crack, not cocaine. The crack
Okay,
epidemic.
and it's still like in DC when you had them guys, right?
Yeah.
The murder game was crazy because it was everywhere, and the police didn't know how to police it. See,
Yeah.
that's what people like. It used to be lines, and the police didn't know.
Like what the fuck?
It's a dope line.
It's a dope line.
Now they are on top. Like it's like that's why it's not so much people don't back. It's just the police on top of everything now. Like back then, niggas was selling dope and people weren't even picking up on it. Like, why these people standing outside? Like, they buying crack.
It's a tester.
And now they got police specifically.
Yes, sir.
They got units
They pull you over, be like, you got drugs.
for gang. Right. Niggas,
We don't care about nothing else. You got
niggas
drugs.
just say, do you got a gun or a
Yeah.
drug? Or drugs. And you be like, nah. They be like, get the fuck out
Get the
of here.
fuck on out of here.
And do you know somebody with drugs? You be like, yeah, my uncle.
Because sometimes you got like a little ticket. They be like, you know somebody to get you out
Have you
this little
ever
ticket? No, nah.
Yeah, he told.
Because I'm the nigga. I'm the nigga that I be telling on.
He told, like, yeah, them niggas,
Allegedly.
yeah, them niggas down the street got that shit. No, I ain't. I used to. They used to let me go once they see my license. When you got a CDL, they be like,
Yeah.
you ain't know.
Once
shit.
I get out the car and they see I'm bowlegged.
Yeah, they be like.
Now the crutches be like, man, get
they
the
don't
fuck-
feel like dealing with all that.
the
They
fuck
be
outta
like,
here.
just pull off, dog. Just go.
Got an AK-47 right on the seat.
But yeah, so I love those movies. I most of my Netflix account is either drug lord movies, documentaries, murders.
This nigga be at the crib.
I watch all that.
Scared.
That shit fascinates to me. Like,
Baby, we got a new neighbor. That nigga might be a murderer.
yeah, all that shit. I be
know.
watching all that shit. That shit.
I know. He took a big bag to the garbage.
Nah, I don't be watching my neighbors. No, I don't be watching them, but I just watch documentaries on all that stuff. And like one dude, it's called the dude who killed his wife and his kids. And he was
Oh, that was
helping the police look for
good
him.
one.
Like,
Ooh, that was a good one.
but what's crazy to me is if your wife, God forbid, something happened to it, what they gonna do they gonna lock you up.
Yeah.
You don't get a chance to act
to
like
be innocent. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, he was never a suspect.
Right.
But it's like when you black and your wife did, they finna
Guilty
hold, they
until
finna hold
proven
you
innocent. Yeah.
till we find out.
Yeah.
And it's like, how this nigga not locked up? He helping them look, and he's like, she's not, and he giving himself away.
Yeah, he was.
He's like,
dumb.
the kids, they're all together. They're not coming home. They like, how you know?
He was dumb. And they still wasn't catching
They
that
still didn't catch her. Then, like, man, I said, man, y'all, that nigga supposed to been in super handcuffs. Like, hey, just come down to the station, bro, till she get found. And then that makes him tell because he gonna know, like, y'all ain't gonna find us. I'm gonna be down here for a while.
Right.
So I gotta say something. So they ain't never play that. But we back with a live one, man. We got a special guest. This guy here, man, been putting it on for the sneaker community, and that's why I love what we do, because it's just not comics, it's just not R&B or rappers. This is what you'll call him, Reese?
Cool. I call him the plugs
The
plug.
plugs plug,
He's the plugs plug for sneaker.
and been doing it for a while.
Long time.
And if you fuck with sneakers in the shop or just across the country, you know who this guy is, man. We gonna give him his government and his Reese. This your guy. You supposed to introduce him.
Yeah. Man, give it up for it's my brother from another mother. Give it up for Dwayne Fletcher, aka Red, aka the Sneaker Plug Plug.
Fineline, right?
Fine line.
On IG.
1721.
What's the 1721?
Everything that means something to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
1721.
That's why it probably worked, because Fine Line, it came from my OG.
Yeah.
When I was trying to act like I was cutting hair. She was like, you know what? It'll be a dope barbershop name, Fineline.
So you used to cut hair?
Yeah.
Really? I never knew that. Was you cold? Decent.
It was, yeah.
I was in the mix. In the mix, you know, but we'll get to it's over with. Like, and then the 17, shout out to my BM. You know, when I met her, she basically, like, from the get-go, believed in me.
Okay.
Like, soon as we met, it was like she gave me her check.
What?
Go buy some shoes.
What?
Get on.
Wow.
Take us where we need to go. Her birthday, October 17th.
She a Libra.
Yeah. So that's the 17, and then 21, August 21st, my birthday. So it was just like everything that meant something, you put it into play and let God do what it's supposed to do.
So let me ask you this. What is it that you do? You explain what you do.
So basically how it all started was just working in a shoe store.
You worked at a shoe store.
Worked at a shoe store. And then you know how you just look at it and be like, man, I'm giving them they money back. I'm working for y'all.
Okay.
Meaning like my check, let me get them Air Force Ones. Going right back to the store. Let me get this jacket. Going right back to the store.
Okay.
So then what happened was after years of just being the fly dude in the neighborhood, some guy, he came into the store. I'll never forget, his name was Bo. He used to run the padded room by 95th and Western. And he came into the store and he was just buying shoes. And I'm like,
you know Bo. The padded room.
Bo.
Yeah.
Dark skin, kind of.
They had the store on 95th.
On 95th, close to Western.
Yeah.
It was like a little bitty store.
You know exactly.
Okay.
You would probably know him. And he used to come into my store when I used to work at City Sports.
Which one?
All along.
But which one was this? The City Sports.
The City Sports that he used to come through is when I used to work on 91st and Commercial.
Okay.
Started on 47th and Commercial.
Okay.
Even with you listening to y'all little introduction, it's the same way. How I came right out of high school and went right to work.
Wow.
Fresh out of high school, my first job ever in City Sports.
In City Sports.
That's it. That's all. All I knew was clothes and shoes.
Okay.
So when I went to 91st and Commercial, Bo, shout out to him, he used to come in there and just buy shoes galore. And first I thought he was just working with a team or something.
Okay.
And I asked him, I was like, man, what you do? He showed me his eBay page. I say, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you just buying all of these shoes and making money?
And selling them on eBay.
Selling them on eBay.
He bought some shoes from on 95th.
So when I seen that, I'm like, well, wait. Kind of like what my man Reese just said. I'm sitting in the store with all of this merch.
Okay.
Well, I'm about to turn up.
Okay.
Started buying the shoes from the store, selling them on eBay myself. So it was just like, instead of giving y'all money back, now I'm just about to make money off of y'all. It's like, never forget it, 2011 or 2012, Retro 11s, bread, patent leather. They came out. We had 88 pairs in the store. I bought every pair for $250 and sold for $350.
You bought 88 pair. How did the store let you do that though?
Because at that time, minimum wage was trash.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? We talking about almost 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
Minimum wage is trash. My manager like, yo, they ain't about to pay you no money.
Okay.
So I'm going to just let you handle all of the Jordans. And remember, this is when, like how you just said, the crack epidemic, same way.
It was the
and
beginning.
It was like shoes was the same way. Shoes was like crack.
Okay.
Niggas lined up around the corner for shoes. So he like, listen, if you can get people to give you an extra amount of money to hold their shoe, reserve their shoe, get your hustle on.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And think about it, that's $100. 88 pairs. Just made $8,000 in a weekend.
Wow.
And they say, yo, you can't buy the shoes and work here. Boy, y'all paying me $750.
Right.
Okay.
I just made $8,000.
Right.
Gone.
You
Right.
gone.
And it was over with since 2012.
And you've been doing that since.
I haven't punched the clock in like 10 years.
Yeah.
That same formula.
Same formula.
Buying shoes.
Buy shoes, reselling for more. Because the whole philosophy is this. I took advantage of people, not necessarily taking advantage in a bad way, but it was just the market.
The demand.
Exactly.
Right.
If you are willing to line up, drive around the whole city of Chicago, you're going to put $30, $40 in your tank trying to find this Jordan.
You'll pay an extra $100.
Yeah.
Easy. Nothing. Let me ask you this. Is the shoe culture dead now? Is it dead or is it the same? Where is it at in terms of to where it was when, like you talking about, to in 2025? Because I seen a dip. It's like
It's
now
definitely dip.
you can get shoes, you can catch them. Before, nigga, it used to be.
And that's where,
okay.
for me, I utilized just being at the right time. Just like how Reese was saying. Man, if I was in the 80s when crack hit,
Right.
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't even be sitting here.
Right,
Like I'm somewhere up.
Yeah.
Right.
So I took advantage of just that time. But you are correct, though. I will say now with just the boom of social media, StockX, GOAT, all of these sneaker apps, and then plus the greed of Nike and Adidas and Puma and Reebok. They like, man, listen, we just cut out the reseller and just make more merchandise. So that's why if you notice, even you being kind of like a sneakerhead yourself, you wear a size 14.
Right.
Almost impossible to find your size back in the day. So now Nike just looked at it like, hey, if y'all, like how you just said about that extra 50, if you notice, even the prices went up. Retros used to be $135 to $150 to $170, $185, creeped in to $5 to $190, $200, $210. Now the Retro 11 is $225.
Crazy.
So, but that goes back into, hey, on the resale market, if y'all willing to pay a reseller the $250, then us as Nike, we'll just sell it for $250.
And that kind of hurt y'all too by increasing that price. Now
I have to increase my margin to try to make something.
Now, do that be profitable for you? Can you still put that 100, or you got to do a 50 or 80? Or
for me, after a while, I started looking at the hustle as the same way if someone was just on the street. You can't look at it and say, look, it's $50, it's $100, because you might as well go get a job.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I started doing quantity over just quality, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
okay.
Because think about it. If you wake up broke and I give you a dub, that dub gonna feel good.
Right.
So that's how I started looking at profit margins.
Right.
Where it's like, if I can make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50
Off each one.
off of each one,
Right.
but I'm selling 50, 60, 70, 80 pairs,
That's the way you got to do
that's
it.
the way I had to
You
transition.
have to do it.
Because like you said, the game changed. Just, you can walk into the store, remember with Yeezy. They was treating Yeezy like they was designer shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much they was reselling. The shoe was only $220.
$600 and $700.
But you couldn't find it for less than
You couldn't.
$1,000.
Couldn't.
But then what happened? Adidas got greedy, mass produced it. Now Yeezy is nothing. Then plus he started tweaking too.
Nigga,
So.
I saw. I was finna buy. What's them first Yeezys?
The Nike ones?
No, after Nike when he first got to the Adidas.
The foam runner.
No, is they 700s
The Yeezy 700.
with they like a high top with the strap.
Oh, you talking about the 750?
The 750s.
Yeah.
I seen some of them in a pawn shop. I was
Oh,
like,
you petty. You was about to buy some fake shit.
nah, they weren't fake though. You think they was fake in the
Boy,
pawn?
definitely whooped you.
In a pawn shop?
They whooped you.
They don't got good authenticators in the pawn shop.
Nah. You can't, me personally, I don't even buy anything off the street.
Yeah.
Every merchandise that I ever sold came out of a store.
Yeah.
You know, for me just starting at City Sports, I'm plugged in
You
with
got
the
all
stores.
the plugs.
So, and by me shopping so much through the city, they know me when I walked in. So it went from me buying my personal size to, hey, let me get everything.
Yeah.
So what sets you aside other guys who do what you do? What's the difference about you versus somebody else who do it?
I would say it started from being passionate about sneakers
Okay.
first. It wasn't, I didn't look at it like how, even piggybacking off of what you said about the market, let's make money,
Right.
whatever. It was, even though I turned it into a business,
Right.
but before it was, I used to just walk through 71st Street and be
Hey.
like, man,
Hey.
dude is fly. Like, you know, I love sneakers. I love putting, how they said now, I love putting that shit on.
Yeah, putting that shit on.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, after a while though, like how you said, just the way that you're raised, it's like, all right, once you get out of high school, now what you gonna do? And it's like, well, if I could turn this passion into a business,
Yeah.
then let's do it. Opposed to looking at something and it's just like, oh, well, let's just try to go over there and make something shake. I'm gonna just make some money because y'all making money.
Wow.
Kind of like how you were saying about the whole HBCU situation. It's like, don't just look at it and say, oh, you know, this business and sneakers is $1 billion market. Let's just go just make some money. Like, nah, for me, it started off with that passion. Then I turned it into a business.
Speak about, like, even where we come from on 71st, you had to be fly. No matter what you did outside of going to school, you had to come outside with that shit on. Everybody. It was a contest. So you just took it further. But we all was like, nigga, what so-and-so gonna come outside with today?
I had to, because it was like, for one, I'm working against the fact that when you growing up, kind of like a bigger guy, you thinking this is the stigma, you big, you fat stinking nigga, you know. So you have to kind of even be like, nah, that
ain't me.
Yeah,
that ain't me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna be fly regardless. And then it's just like being on 71st Street, growing up in Inglewood or whatever, man. You're seeing like these dope boys on the block, like, man,
drug dealers,
the flyers of the fly.
The flyers of the fly.
And we saw them every day.
But me working at City Sports, it got to the point where these guys, they swore up and down I was one of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy, they thought I was really out here.
But so you was getting fly just off,
just walking down the street.
But I'm saying just working at City Sports,
and that's what go back to what I was saying. I'm giving y'all money back,
right back, because you buying all that shit back.
Man, listen, and I got paid by the week.
Okay.
Come on, so you already know when you get paid every week,
you just buying a jacket, you buying every week.
Every week. So I was always just trying to be fly, like to the point where it was just like, matter of fact, I never forget it. What another thing that kind of changed my mentality too was, it was a guy on the block. I can't even remember his name, but he was one of the dope boys, one of the drug dealers, whatever. I think it was probably Black or Scuffs.
Probably Scuffs.
Don't say nobody's names.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Y'all know who y'all talking about.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But yeah, he caught me.
Okay.
I'm walking up the street. He pulled me to the side. He get the pocket checking me. Yeah.
I know who that is.
Get the straight pocket checking me. So I'm like, man, what is you on? He was like, nah, I ain't on that with you, little nigga. I just want to know what's in your pockets. And I'm like, what you mean? I got a little money. He was like, nah, you broke. Because you got it on. He say, he told me, you walk through this block all the time, going to work or going to school or whatever, with $300, $400, $500 outfits on from head to toe. You broke.
You don't got no money.
You ain't got no money. And that's what made me start really like, wait, something ain't adding up. Put two and two together.
Because if you had it, you wouldn't be able to walk through there like that in the first place.
You
know what I'm
feel
saying?
me?
And or you wouldn't even be around that motherfucker knowing what you know when it's nothing but sharks over there. If you really
Nothing
had
but sharks.
right,
Had to find out that the hard way.
yeah. So
You know?
is it your, like, with this whole sneaker thing with you now? It's a business for you. Is that your goal to, like, because you get shit early? Is that something you
That's the business model.
But to me, it's your business model.
Yeah, that's
because
how
everybody else sell what's current.
Yeah.
Your thing is getting people shit a month in advance.
how early? Do it depends, or
It
is it something you
depends.
can do? You can control.
Well, it all depends on when Nike decides to ship it to these stores.
Okay.
You know, and that's definitely, like Reese said, that's what made me survive through the dip.
Okay.
Because my business model wasn't, I'm buying what just came out and now I'm trying to resell it.
Right.
Because then you don't need me.
Yeah.
No.
You know, so for me, I took the approach of, even if you go on my website, I tell you in a little paragraph, when you see the DJ Khaled on Instagram,
Okay.
showing you shit that ain't even out yet, you know, Fat Joe showing you shoes that's not out yet. Shop with me and you can be
you
them.
You got them. You're right.
Wow.
You got them.
You could
You
get
know,
'em.
I can get you that. Come shop with me.
Damn.
If you have a shoe that comes out May 24th, your birthday is May 3rd,
You could get them.
I got
You
you.
can get them.
Come shop with me.
It's gonna cost though.
Yeah, and
It's
that
gonna
you
cost
can
you.
charge
And
more.
that's the premium.
Yeah.
Because now you have to pay to play. Because even like how we just said earlier, if you want to take into account the gas that you going to worry about, we talking about 2, 3, 4 weeks in advance. Come on, man, you got to pay for that. This is
And they coming straight to you. You don't
coming
gotta,
straight to you.
You don't got to play the game on sneakers and
None of that.
pray you get them.
What's that sneakers when people be putting up the little got 'em post?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got them.
Got 'em.
I got them. Come out at me.
You know what's crazy? Like Reese used to tell me years ago, like years before sneakers was even popping, before niggas, because now it seems like
It's
Oversaturated,
everybody
yeah.
do it.
It's
Everybody.
totally oversaturated.
But you was doing this shit so long ago when it wasn't even a thing.
It wasn't.
yeah.
You know, I just started fucking with shoes. I mean, I always like shoes,
Yeah, but not in it.
but I ain't go crazy until like like 2020.
When 2020, when it got real.
When it got
When
real.
stores was closing.
Because now it got addictive because you want to hit on sneaker. Like I know.
You got into
Into
the sneaker community.
Yeah, the community. Yeah.
You just try to buy, like I used to tell my wife, like I used to be like, you'll just go for something,
Not even want it.
Not
Yeah.
because it's so hard to get.
Yeah.
And that's another part of the business model that worked for me as well. It was the fact that, if it's limited or early,
Yeah.
that's where I'm winning. Wow. Because you got to think, for the most part, you only want what you can't have. And that's just the way that we
And
live
what's
life.
crazy, and sneakers, when I first got in, niggas used to be like, oh, that's general release. I'm like, what the fuck is a general release?
Oh my
I
God.
mean, everybody.
This term, I hate it. I hate that term.
Wow.
Why?
Because it makes no sense. when a person say, oh, why you're going to pay a premium or pay resale, and when it was a general release. And I try to break this down to people and say everything is a general release. No matter if they only made 500 pairs.
Right.
If it came to the public,
Right. It's
a
just general.
release.
It's not exclusively to.
It's not a player
Yeah.
exclusive.
Right.
It wasn't made just for a specific person or a college or something. If I can go to a store
And get it.
it's a general release.
Right.
So
Because a PE is only going to players.
player exclusive.
That's it.
That's it. So miss me with the term.
Do you
General release.
have you ever gotten those shoes?
For me personally, no. Because they cost too much.
Okay.
I leave that to like my man's Unbreakable Kicks.
Okay.
Shout out to him, YouTube, the heaviest sneaker collector that I ever known, like, period. It ain't even about Chicago. This man just got it. I leave those type of shoes to people like that only because when it comes to a PE, player exclusive, something that was made just for a person or college or something, y'all ain't about to spend that.
Right. So
I still got to live in the real world.
yeah.
Like, I can't just pop up on my website and say, hey, I have
Right.
the shoe that Ray Allen put on.
Yeah.
It's $25,000.
Right.
That's not your clientele.
That's
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen,
Yeah.
bro. Get move around.
Right. You ain't even gonna make no money off that.
And I'm going to just be
You're
sitting
gonna be
Sitting
holding
on-
it.
you gonna be
Yeah.
Sitting on it.
So and that's the thing when a lot of people ask me, yo, how much merch do you got? Or you always, no, I'm always current and I'm always to the next. I don't like my money sitting in the shoebox.
Right. You getting it and selling it.
It has to go. Like a
That's
store
why
closing.
I love when you call me and the shoebox
Like, it
dented
gotta
up
go.
and that motherfucker been in the trunk.
Right. And he be acting like you care. Like it got dents
I
in
don't
it.
give a fuck.
I don't care.
Because I know, and you told me, you said, man, I get, and that's why I told you, I don't want to stop you from getting your
getting
bread,
my money.
right?
Yeah.
So just like how we always play it, like, man, if you like, man, I got this 14, this motherfucker was at the bottom of my trunk. It was 10,000 boxes on that bitch.
Yeah.
And he like, you want? Hell yeah. And you hooked me up.
Yeah. And that's why I always try to do, especially when it comes to friend and family. It's really hard to sell to friend and family.
'Cause
You know,
they want that cut, but it's like,
but it's a business.
this
for
shit going for this amount,
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
I got to
Yeah.
get this.
And the crazy part, how I got that philosophy was my grandmother. She used to do hair on her own salon and everything. And that's what back when I was trying to cut hair, really thinking that was my lane.
Okay.
And she told me, she was like, man, don't cut no friend and family. And I say, why? She said, because they always going to want a discount.
And that was your main clientele.
Yeah,
Friends,
that's what taught me.
Yeah.
You know?
Practice on them.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped cutting.
Yeah.
Why?
Friend and
Friend
family.
and family, you ain't making no
But
money.
that's how
You ain't
get-
making no
that's how
money.
you get.
That's how you get the experience.
Yeah,
but
but eventually, that's why I said it's the lane. Somebody told me, it's like, yo, man, there's too many avenues to make revenue for you to be broke. You gotta find your lane.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, I'm at City Sports, got an overnight job doing security, cutting hair.
Damn, I remember that.
You get what I'm saying? But then it was just like, it always just kept coming back to shoes. That was just my lane.
But so here's my thing. Is it like too late for people to get in? Or
If you don't have money to invest,
Right.
well, that's anything.
No, but in this
Now.
business now,
Because it's cash up
yeah,
front.
yeah, because you have to come in with enough money to make somebody want to not mess with somebody like me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
if
proven.
I'm already,
You proven. Yeah, everybody.
I can rely on
You
this
legit
guy. These
certified.
stores know me,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of other guys that do what I do.
Okay.
So if you already, that's just like you guys. If y'all have y'all team and somebody just come and say, hey, I could do this for you. But if they come and say, hey, I got $1 million for
Right.
you, You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It hit
that's
different.
That's just like I know a lot of sneaker guys, but I'll be like, no, I know somebody, right? If I want to go get some, right, I know somebody.
And on the pull up.
And on the pull up. Yeah.
So that's how that goes. Like if you're trying to start from the bottom, like how I did, where you going to the stores and you trying to find a plug to plug you, that's over with.
Unless you know Marcus Jordan, or
right.
Like that's what, and that's what I'm saying.
Friend.
When you in it, like,
have you ever met him or met people?
I've met people that dealt with him.
Have you ever been to the his trophy room?
No, I bought the trophy room shoes that he had.
Yeah.
Those Jordan 1s.
I was disappointed, right? I went. It's in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm finna see like
nice trash.
No.
I'm like
regular ass stuff.
It's like a museum
it's just a regular ass stuff.
It's like this room with 3 pair of shoes out. I'm like, where that shit at? I'm thinking they got that shit in there.
Where that glass box.
It's a regular store.
Yeah.
For him to be, think about it, for him to be his son, Jordan's son, you would think.
I'm thinking this man
finna
have that shit.
Regular stuff.
The only thing they had was a collection of what they call gray. What they call a gray color.
The cool grays.
It was just a collection of
H1, 1 through 30 or whatever, on the display wall.
Gray.
Yeah.
I'm like,
trash.
Whack.
And you can't even buy it.
You can't buy them.
It was just a display.
That's why I say like a museum more than
it's
even like.
trash.
See,
he actually should have lost his Nike account, but it's my dad.
Yeah, he ain't gonna lose his account.
Because when he had that exclusive, the Jordan 1 trophy room,
okay,
Chicago colorway.
He was backdooring it, right? Yeah.
In the hotel.
Yeah.
I had some of them.
Yeah. He ain't. We already know Marcus is a fuck up by now. The nigga do cocaine.
Bro,
right.
He was fucking Larsa Pippen.
Yeah.
No idea how this man still got his store. Other than the fact that
That's
Jordan's
his father.
Yeah, but who gonna take his store?
Hey.
Speaking on coming in, like in the beginning, I remember I was making some money, or I thought I was making some money. And you used to come to me like, Reese, I need you to invest in this shoe shit. Yeah. You'd be like, bro, I own buildings and shit. That shit ain't making no money, G. You'd be like, all right, nigga, I'm listen, this shit.
Is it too late to give you some money?
Yeah, folks don't need no money now.
Because, no, I'm going to tell you like this. Mom, I'm going to tell you like this. Because here's the thing.
I got $600.
That's a pair of shoes.
That's a pair of shoes. I got a 14 for you. So, cause Pete, this is the thing. Like how I told one of my other homies that was trying to sneak in, and I'm trying to tell him like it's pointless because how you thinking is not. The business model is not set up where, like how you saying, if somebody got 10K and it's just like, let me give you 10 and the 10 gonna turn into 15. It just don't work like
because they don't. So it's just like me with what I'm doing here, right? It's like a buy-in.
Yeah.
You gotta buy in.
You have to,
You gotta look at all the money I spent, everything that went out, and you gotta kind of match that.
Yeah.
So if you done spent over the last 15 years, say you spent $1 million. Somebody got to come with $1 million. And be like,
to make
right.
me,
so now it's an equal partnership. Like now it's a buy-in. You can't just give me 10.
You can't just give me
because
10.
I done proven it to the point where I'm making that.
Yeah.
So now you think you could just come in and give me 10 and you finna get 15. Nah, nigga, you'll end up in somebody's trunk on 69th behind Food for Less, nigga.
Because I was watching
like
it.
Over the last 15 years, when this app came out, this app StockX probably been around for I think maybe 5 or 7.
Okay.
That's my total that I made from that.
Shut the fuck up.
And that ain't nothing.
That's just off this.
That
app.
ain't nothing.
That's not my Fineline 1721.
That ain't nothing.
That's just
Nigga,
or outside.
Nigga,
just
in the beginning when it was just PayPal.
Yeah.
I remember you used to bring the boxes to my crib. Used to use my matter of fact, you used to use my printer, but then you bought a printer. It was like, I'm gonna leave this here, bro. And you used to leave boxes of shoes in the crib. You be like, they gonna be gone tomorrow. Like I swear to God.
Kind of like what you saying. It's not something that you could just buy in.
And like 100 boxes, and then the next day you be like, he come the next day, and just
got more.
put the motherfucking little shipping
The
thing
shipping
on there.
labels.
And,
you gotta
and
take
gone.
into account everything, whereas from shipping labels to the time that I spend, it's like, man, I literally could get up in my car. It'll feel like how you in them trucks. Like, I'm through this joint, all through Chicago.
I can provide a shipping service for you. I'm dead ass. I ship them bitches on my mama. I buy, and you could do like, you never thought about buying your own the shipping labels and all, because you could buy all that.
I do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you just like to go to FedEx and UPS
because it keeps me kind of like level headed.
Yeah,
in a
on
way.
your toes. You know.
Yeah, where it's just like I always want to feel like I'm
Humble.
working.
Yeah.
You know, because especially even, and I'm not saying this to you personally, like you will fuck my business up. I'm just saying, like, when you try to put this in somebody else's hands, it's like I'm too hands on. So like if something go wrong, if I ship to a wrong person or if I lose this money, it's just on me. I'm gonna just take that.
Yeah, as
And
you
I'ma deal
did
with it,
before. Early on in your career, I used to I watched you make tens of thousands of dollars, but then this one release came out.
Oh man,
We was young.
that was
It was the Fresh Prince or the Grapes.
the Retro 5 Bel Air.
Yeah,
Fresh
you was
Prince.
like, bro, I'm finna go all in.
That was 2013, 2014.
You said I'm buying
Yes.
every pair in Chicago.
that
the gray
It
fresh.
was all gray.
I got
the
those.
Bel Airs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Bel Airs.
That shoe almost took me out the
Yeah,
game. Actually, it did.
It did. Yeah.
eBay literally closed my account
Yeah.
Why?
because I couldn't ship. So what happened was I took in a gang of pre-orders.
Like $50,000 worth.
Like $50,000 worth. of
50,000 worth.
And Nike pulled a fast one and literally cut the stock.
Yep.
So it was super limited. I couldn't get none of the orders out. So eBay just thought I was a scammer.
Okay.
Shut me down. Whole PayPal over with, everything. And then that was the year, 2013. My mom passed
Yep.
Wow.
in January.
Yeah.
And that's when me and Reese, like how he's saying, I'm couch surfing. This is why, like, this story, when you saying like what make me different about shoes and everything like that, because the story that I could go into is the reason why it's just, this is my lane.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? 2013, OG passed away. I'm couch surfing. The Bel Air 5s come out, whole business gone. All white Cadillac. I ain't had no money. This joint was pearl white. Whole side of the car was brown. Nigga, just brake dust on that.
Wow.
Sleeping in this joint sometime. Gets impounded. Now I'm back couch surfing, right? I had my perk card from when I was 21 years old. My OG said, listen, you better find you this to do, that
Yeah.
to do, you know, just in case this don't work out. Never used the perk card because I was just selling shoes.
Yeah.
So now I'm on 47 in Halstead, City Sports. I go in there to buy some shoes. I see my cousin, Jerome. He catch me. Bro, where you at? Where you been? We ain't seen you since your mama passed. Fucked up.
Right.
He put me in his basement. Because I still had that perk card that my OG, you know what I'm saying, told me to have.
Made you get. Yeah.
Made me get.
What's a perk card?
To
The gun
work
card.
security,
Yeah.
like
Okay,
the
okay.
perk card, the
Yeah.
blue card, then you
Okay.
go the other 20 and get your FOI card,
Yeah,
then you could go
okay,
do
yeah.
arm security.
Yeah,
So I never did the arm part.
You just had
I
the
just
20
did the
hours.
20
yeah,
hours.
yeah. I have my perk card.
So boom, I get security, right? I'm working security at Ford City. My baby mom is my supervisor.
I ain't
meet
never
her
know that.
at Ford
I
City.
ain't never know that. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? We get the cracking. She get pregnant. That whole time, personal little business. They telling her whole life, like, you know, you ain't never gonna have kids. And I mean, niggas was shooting the club up. It just never happened.
Never happened.
Till she met me. So it's just come back full circle. Remember I told you in the beginning, she gave me her check get us up out this basement.
Wow.
We got a baby on the way.
Wow.
So,
baby, give me your check.
she offered it up.
I want to buy this motorcycle.
Real talk. And it was like so crazy because how that old saying go where they tell you, like, man, you know, when somebody leave this earth, somebody come in.
Yeah.
My OG passed.
And you had a baby.
And I had a baby with a woman that supposedly never supposed to have kids. And I only met you because my OG had me get that perk card when I was 21.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was just like a full circle moment. Gave me a check, got right back in the shoes after the whole Retro 5 mess up.
Did you have to get them people their money back? How did you give people money back if your account was fucked up? Or you?
I didn't.
I thought ain't PayPal is insured, right?
Yeah,
But did they take the money?
Yeah, no, they took it from me.
Oh,
I was the one
okay.
that was just like
They got their money back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So PayPal took it out of my account. I'm just negative.
You're negative.
I can't get out this negative. This joint just gonna be red. Y'all gonna have to chop that up on the taxes. That's a write off for y'all. And so when she gave me her check, and I started right back up. Started right back on eBay with an account in her name.
Okay.
Everything like that. She rocking with me. And then that's when it turned into Fineline, my OG. Would have never met you if it wasn't for her getting me that, telling me to get that perk card 5 years ago. So your birthday in this, my birthday in this, my mom, that name in this, and we gonna make this work. And since that first check that she gave me, man, me and her was on the bus with each other with bags of shoes coming out of Ford City. From 67, taking that bus down 69th Street to Ashland, back over to 54th, me and her.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to
baby
you.
boy.
Like, for real.
Shout out to
She put, like, in it, the battery
You
in the
ain't
back.
married her yet?
Yeah, actually.
You bullshit. You gotta do it.
This is what I'm saying. We married by common law.
Fuck all that, nigga. Don't do that. You just
But it's
sell some of them shoes,
It's coming.
nigga.
It's coming.
Yeah, most definitely. This ain't like no, I ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. That's what it's gonna be.
You better marry that woman.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something. You can't answer this question or not.
Right.
Because you was going hard for years, and then you had your child.
Oh, yeah, my son, Christian.
Yeah.
When he would have been 6 right now. Nothing too dark. We ain't got to take it there. But no, when he passed, it honestly kind of made me realize, like, stop making money.
Yeah.
And start making memories.
Yeah, because you took a step back.
I did. I was gone for like about a year.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, you go so hard.
You missing a lot of shit.
I missed so much.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize just the position that I was really in because you make so much money and you just in it. So when my son, when he came and he was born, he had a heart defect. So he never spent one day out of the hospital.
Wow.
Right? He was there for 3 months. Never spent one day out of the hospital, had 2 open heart surgeries and everything. 3 months. That's how long he was here. And in that time, they're telling us, like, hey, if he leave, you know, you got to have a backup generator in the house and
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, all in your house. And then it made me realize, like, wait, y'all talking about a house. Like, I'm in an apartment.
Yeah.
And then you start putting everything in perspective, like, wait a minute. Like,
can I even take care of this person? Can I do it?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're making so much money just living in the moment.
Yeah.
But your priorities is out of order, though. Like, you get what I'm saying? You got a son here that's already here. Like, my son, my oldest son is 10. So it's like, if you think about it, we talking about when Christian would have been 6. So we just looking at it from perspective. You have a boy that's here already.
Yeah.
But y'all in an apartment. But y'all taking trips, y'all doing this. You living your best life. But when they said like, yo, you gotta have a home. You gotta have an in-home nurse and you gotta have a room set up for him and a bed and everything. And I'm like, I ain't got none of that. And then it made me
I'm out here bullshitting.
And that be God, man. Cause it be like he either gonna put somebody in your life or he gonna take somebody out your life.
Yeah.
To make you realize, let me put you on the path that I need you to be on.
That's the word right there, boy.
You feel me?
And for you to happen a few times when mama died and then you meet this girl.
Full circle moments.
Yeah.
My son come, even though he was just here for that little bit of time, I put him in your life to make you realize, stop bullshit.
You're out here bullshitting.
He don't have to be here. Because at the same time, you know how sometimes you have people that are ill and we keep them here for us.
Yeah.
They done.
Yeah.
They so ready to get up out of here. Like people dealing with cancer and all that. Like they been ready to check out.
Yeah.
But you just keeping them here for you.
There's no quality of life for them. They just,
But you now just do whatever you can.
Let me ask you this. I know when he passed, you was sad. But was it a relief too that he didn't have to suffer no more?
Yes.
Was that like something lifted off your shoulders?
Like I gotta tell people all the time about death. It's like when somebody passes, you can be hurt or you can be sad. You know what I'm saying? So for me and my old lady, when we went through it, everybody was like, man, how y'all going through it? Like it seemed like
y'all okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we were.
You were. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had that conversation when he was just in the womb. Like, if he gets here, when do we say enough is enough?
Yeah. Right.
Because we already knew that he had the heart problem.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Before he was
he was born. They already gave us the
whole rundown.
So when he gets here, when do we say enough is enough as parents? So we had that conversation. We had those talks with each other.
Yeah.
And then for me, like what Reese said, when my mom passed, it was like, man, so much stuff she was telling me that just came back so full circle. And it was like I helped her deal with the possibility of him passing away. Because it was like something that my mom told me. I never forget it. She was like, when the sun set on me, don't mean it's not going to rise on you. And if you going through something and you lose somebody, you can mourn behind the horn. You got to keep it going.
Got to keep it going.
Got to keep it going.
Got to.
And when them words she was telling me at the time that she was here, one in out the other.
Yeah.
But when she gone and then you come back.
You can hear that shit.
It's
clear.
ringing.
Yeah, you hear it often, every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
So when we went through it with my son, it was easy for me to console her. And we both was on the same page and everything like that. And like you said, it was like that relief of just knowing like
where they at. Because when that thing is, and I felt that way for my sister, right? She was dealing with a lot of health issues. Your fear is them passing away.
Yeah.
Right? You fear that. But you know they're hurting. You know they're going through medicine and surgery.
They're ready to go.
Right. So when it happens, you sad because they gone, but you like,
I'm not hurt.
You ain't worried about that person no more.
Because the only time, like another thing that my mom told me one time, I'll never forget it. It kind of reminded me of what you're saying now, where you have that weight off in you because you didn't do wrong by your sister.
Yeah.
So I'm not hurt.
Not hurt.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm sad, but I'm not hurt.
Good.
And my mom told me that she was like, we was at my grandmama's funeral, and she said, "Look at your aunties, just hollering."
That's guilt.
Yeah.
That's guilt.
You see what I'm saying?
That's guilt.
When you
good.
Do right by somebody.
You could be crying and smiling and understand it is what it is. Because you did right by them. They did right by you. All them motherfuckers running up and down in church screaming. They hurt. Yeah, they done stole money from them and lied. And
you can't apologize.
Right.
You can't get that time back. That's the one thing in this world, boy. I don't care how much you try.
Yep.
You can't get it back.
Yep.
So yeah, we was cool when that happened. It was like I said, somebody gonna come into your life or somebody gonna leave. He came into our life for that little moment to just get us on that track.
Wow.
And when he came and he passed on, he laid on my chest, he took his last breath on my chest. I wanted that.
Wow.
We was like, yo, take him off of life support. It was just me and her in the room. We chilling with him on my chest. He shitted on me, literally, like shitted. Then he took his last breath, and we was cool. And then after that, we bought our first home together. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, it goes in your head like you bullshitting
out here. Yeah.
Like you supposed to have your first son supposed to have a backyard.
Like, do you think he talking shit about you up there? Like, man, my dad, now that nigga gonna buy a house, punk ass. He gonna be waiting on your ass. He gonna be right there with all them shoes. Like, nigga, fuck you.
Yeah,
Is y'all gonna try one more? Y'all want more kids or you done?
What God have in store.
Yeah.
It's like what God have in store. You can't say what you want.
Yeah, you can't.
Because if it come, it's gonna come. Like anytime she ever told me she was pregnant, she was like, she'd say, I'm pregnant. She showed me the pregnancy test. I don't even say nothing. It's just like a flip switch. Yeah. Like how they said, like it's just, all right.
Go time.
Go time.
Boxing up more of these shoes.
Boxing up more of these shoes. That's exactly what happened.
And that's what you be on. But man, look, G, I'm proud of you, man.
Super.
And keep doing what you're doing, man. I wish, you know what's crazy? I'm so mad, like, cause I'm going through that now. Like the way I was buying shoes before, I'm not buying them like shit real now. Yeah. It's like, do that affect you how the economy is right now and what's going on? Or
it's a gift and a curse.
Okay.
Because the way that the business model is set up, again, somebody will always need something at a particular time in their life. Yeah. Now, yes, the economy being jacked up, of course, it affects everybody.
Right.
And especially like during this time, May and June is always kind of slow. Only because people not buying Jordans. Jordan ain't in their mind.
In May and June? Why is that?
Because I got prom. I got graduations.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that. So then when the 4th come around, it's back busting. So the economy being jacked up, it don't affect me that much. Only because somebody will always need a particular shoe at a particular time. And in our community, man, listen, you got people that let bills go.
Oh yeah. To buy them mic.
For buy them mics.
Yeah.
So for me, I make money based off of my effort.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I get lazy, then it is what it is. And that's just life. Right. If you only gonna get what you put in it.
Let me ask you this. Do any other shoe do what is it the Jordan, or is that just what you fuck with? But no, do this work for other shoes?
No, you don't just
Oh, no. The breadwinner is Jordan.
Okay.
But Yeezy had his moment.
Oh yeah, of course.
Any collab can do something. From Puma, from Reebok, it doesn't matter about. It's just Jordan.
It's more consistent. Just
it's
all
the
the
consistent,
time. Right?
Because they come out. You got to think like when it comes to even when Yeezy had his moment, it wasn't necessarily like every week or every 2 weeks. Right. It was like every 3 months or something. So for me, I can go make money off of Adidas or something like that, but that's not gonna pay my bill every day.
week. Yeah.
Like, so I stick to what's gonna
Do you know
get me paid.
what retro you made the most money off of? What shoe? Is it a shoe that you can think of like I killed, like I made so much bread.
The ones that took them out.
So nothing has topped that one?
That like, see, I can't even count that.
Man,
Reese.
you showed me 50 racks. Like,
but I can't count it because I didn't get it.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the one that I made, I would say the Retro One Bread OG, the black and red, the first one.
That was recent.
2012.
The one that came out, it was like 2016, 2017 or something like that. No, recently the one that just came out was the High 85.
Okay.
I made a killing off them too. I think I made about a 10 piece off that. But no, it was like that shoe. I picked it up for $220. I think I sold like maybe 350 pairs of that shoe for $600.
Ooh,
that's crazy.
That was
God
probably my most.
damn.
Yeah, that's what put me.
And
in
you
the
got
game.
repeat customers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You got customers.
And with me being transitioned to just online, because I had to adapt.
Why was that?
Because locally, it's only so many sales that you can make. You get what I'm saying? It's only so many sales that you can make locally. Because, just for instance, if I sell you a shoe and I sell you a shoe, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm just done. You get paid again, then you double back on
Right.
it. But within that 2 weeks of your bi-weekly check, I'm just sitting there waiting on it.
Yeah.
So for me, when I transitioned to going heavy online and with the website and the StockX, and when StockX came out, a lot of people was like, "Yo, man, StockX about to hurt business." Nah,
Because they allow y'all to sell on StockX.
and I went crazy, as y'all just seen. That was just off StockX.
Yeah.
That wasn't me showing
That's not
you
your website.
the Shopify, Fineline1721.com. That wasn't that. And it also wasn't even just the local
handoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
That,
so for me, it was like I said, it's too many avenues to make revenue. You can't just look at the locals and be like, all right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna stick. Nah. If y'all putting out StockX and go in these apps, I'm on it too.
On it too. And another reason why you went heavy online, because you got robbed, right?
Yeah. That right there.
allegedly.
Nah, that was
Nah,
real.
folks got robbed.
Yeah, they took me down, like literally in the neighborhood. It kind of reminded me of what Boosie said, like
It's your own
killed
people.
in their own city.
Yeah, it's your own
So
people.
your own neighborhood took me out the game, like whole van. Just that's how y'all do me. So it was just like that's another thing where it's just like, you know what, you gotta just stay out the way. Now.
You do.
This Chicago.
Yeah, because you used to do the meetups.
Yeah,
to people you don't even know.
That's dangerous.
It was a dangerous,
That's
and it was almost like me just selling drugs.
Yeah. I
Like,
remember
for
you
real.
met up with one nigga, you was like, gee, he finna buy a pair for him, his girl, and he got 4 kids. You just had all these boxes. What's the most one person has ever spent with you?
On the pull up,
Yeah.
personally,
Yeah.
or like another
No,
wholesaler?
personally.
Personal, like for the whole family, probably about like 2,500.
God
Like
damn.
somewhere in there, like he was picking up multiples for him,
his
kids,
kid.
everything. Like about 25, like on one local sale, not another reseller
Right.
buying from me to do them.
Can you give me your 5 top resellers?
No,
No.
I can give you me.
Right, fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas. What?
Because here's the thing, I can tell you who influenced me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Bo at Padded Room and P, Windy City Soul. Windy City Soul was the first guy in Chicago that he don't even resell no more because he made so much money. It go back to what you were saying about that time.
Yeah.
He was the first one
early.
that was doing it.
and it wasn't in just Chicago. He was one of the first resellers, like of a
Period.
like overall.
Wow.
And right now he up. He don't even sell shoes no more. He was like on eBay killing it, like, and he just gone. He just retired off of selling shoes. And them two is what kind of like
Catapulted you.
yeah, to put the battery in my back. You know, like I couldn't. Like I said, when you find your lane,
Yeah.
you know, just stay in it.
What you think about Complex, the shopping thing they be doing with the celebrities when they have them go in the store? For one, do you think it's
fake.
real?
I think it's fake.
Yeah.
I think it's fake because I'm not the prices that y'all charging these people just because they celebrities. Like,
That's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy. I just think y'all just be it's content.
Yeah.
It's content, and that's the one thing about me where it's just like I don't even do this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I don't do podcasts. I don't do like social media. This was you and y'all I fuck with.
Right.
So it's like that.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it,
most
like
definitely.
I don't pop out. I be behind the scenes. People, it got to the point one time and just me selling online. People was like, "Yo, we ain't never even seen
Yeah,
you."
just your hands.
That's it.
You was the Vlad of sneakers, nigga.
Yeah.
For a while.
For a while.
Because for me, it was like you don't need to know me. Like,
Right.
how does the owner of Nike look?
Don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The owner of New Balance, Puma.
Don't know.
But you buy their shoes every day.
And they don't wear that shit.
Yep.
They don't.
They don't wear that shit.
That's like Snoop. I seen that man in a. He was on Drink Champs talking about, well, I don't drink Corona.
He don't drink, right. They just gave him a check. Talking about, I don't drink that
They
shit.
don't drink that shit.
I don't even know he would legally could say that.
Yeah, I ain't seen him in another commercial.
No,
though.
because he literally, he was like, I don't drink that shit. I was
Ain't
like,
definitely
damn,
ain't
nigga,
seen
you
him in
just
another
shot a commercial.
Yeah, they Kanye'd him.
They probably did, nigga. You can't
Yeah,
shit on them.
yeah, you definitely can't, cause Kanye definitely got himself up out of here.
Man, heavy. I want to play a game, G. I'm as far as shoes and fashion is concerned, I'm gonna say a name and you just give me your thoughts on that person. First out the gate, DJ Khaled. As far as shoe collection, fashion,
He goated.
okay.
He definitely his collection is crazy, but only because he
Right. DJ
you know,
Khaled.
yeah,
You don't
it's like he on Jordan
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? As far as a collector, you just Khaled.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him as one of them guys, like,
Okay.
but he goated
What
because of
about-
what he got.
Unbreakable kicks.
Legendary. Like, and that's the difference.
right.
Khaled, you in the mix. Unbreakable Kicks is like the regular guy.
Yeah.
He's us. But collection, he got everything that you got and probably something that you don't.
Don't get.
He got it.
As far as fashion go, Fabulous.
He was hot back in the
Because
day.
Fabulous used to put that shit
Yeah,
on.
back in the day. Now it's like, I don't know.
He overdo it a little bit.
Yeah,
too
he
much.
too overdoing.
Yeah.
He like Jim Jones now. Like,
Yeah,
he's just old
that was
nigga.
on my
You
list
old,
too.
You an old nigga.
What about
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky?
ASAP, just keep putting kids in Rihanna. He be all right.
last but not least, Fat Joe.
Fat Joe, when he licked the bottom of the sneaker on MTV.
Hey, that shit was
Cribs,
epic. That was epic.
That was viral before
That
viral.
oh my god, that was epic.
Yeah,
He licked the bottom.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Never. It was a never worn
He never
before.
worn it.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
And he was like,
yeah,
"I'm finna show y'all," and licked
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Damn.
Fat Joe to me is one of them. He's
Pioneer.
like
Fat Joe.
Fat
Yeah.
Joe when it comes to sneakers.
Yeah. He loves.
Yeah,
loves.
You know, he got his own.
He got
store in
stores
New
and
York.
shit. Yeah.
So that's why I say the difference between like the Khaled's and the Fat Joes is like Fat Joe is like how I was saying about me.
You loved it.
I love it. That was Fat Joe. Like especially when it comes to Air Force Ones. Like for me, my love for Air Force Ones was so crazy. I don't think I wore another pair of shoes for like
that's
10
what we grew
years.
up off of. Air Force
Straight.
One. That's all I wear.
That's all it was Air Force One. I ain't touch another pair of shoes. I'm cool.
What's your all-time favorite pair of shoes?
Air Jordan 13.
13?
He got game. The Denzel joint.
The black and white.
Nigga, when you had those,
Wow.
Flair had a different pair. I had the other pair.
You had the Flint.
The Flint.
Yeah,
Flint.
I used to love them. But when you had those, boy, everybody was like, because I wanted those, and my mama gave me them blue ones. I'm like, these ain't the ones.
Guess which color I had? None, goddammit.
But I mean, you.
As a shorty,
Nah.
Oh,
But see, that's probably why you.
Yeah, that's all we.
That's
like,
why I fuck with them.
Yeah.
And I don't even like 13s though.
Nah, but that he got game is.
Yeah, that's.
I like
with
that.
the ankle monitor and the move.
That's what that is
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
on the
Denzel.
shoe. No, I'm
Yeah.
saying with that little yellow thing.
No,
is?
that's just the bubble.
I
On
was
the
about to
shoe.
say,
Like,
if they made
I'm
that
just
into-
talking about Denzel. Like, you can't knock that movie,
I think that's what made Jordans hot when we saw him in movies. Because for people like me who couldn't get them, only time I saw him, like I remember when I first saw the patent leather 11s was
Space Jam.
the white and black ones, the 11s, the Concords.
Okay, yeah, the
Was in Crisscross video tonight.
You know who made him bussin' though?
Who?
It was like how we was just talking about the Retro 5, Fresh Prince.
TV shows. Martin. Yeah.
Like, when Martin
and-
gave Shorty the
And before
Yeah.
before then, we talking about the different world when Kadeem Hardison.
He
Yeah.
was going crazy.
He was.
Kadeem Hardison
going
and
crazy.
Ron really was the first
Yeah,
two
yeah,
niggas
yeah,
on
yeah,
TV
yeah. They was going crazy.
rocking mics. Martin and Will Smith came in, and them
In the
niggas was
90s.
87, 88,
You are correct.
rocking the threes
Yeah, the threes.
and the fours. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
So
are correct.
Fresh Prince came, he was rocking the 5s and the 6s, then Martin with the 10,
Martin-
11s and the 12s.
Martin, he was goated when he gave Shorty the
Yeah.
shoes.
He
Gave
too
him
goated.
And the 12s. And, man, he was
Will
goated.
Smith, you still had him.
Yeah, Will
Yeah,
Smith
yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
he gonna rock them 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Smith, that's why he got the Fresh Prince Bel
Yeah,
Airs.
'cause
That's
that
all,
was him.
That's
No
all
shoelaces.
yup,
He was-
and the 5s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, it's like when it comes to the shoes, that's what I'm saying. The hype when you in it,
Yeah.
you got to be in it. Though.
Michael Jordan was definitely in the culture. Like, it's crazy. Like,
But everybody want to be like Mike.
it's
You
no,
can't
it's
take
no
that.
other shoe or brand that was in the culture. Like Spike Lee was wearing Mike. I remember being in
The
high school.
commercials.
Our teacher, Miss McSherry, she's a white lady. She was real short. When she wore them red and white 4s, we went crazy, nigga.
A white lady?
It's like when you see white people in Jordans, you be like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God.
But see, that's the thing.
That's like,
He's
nigga.
and I think what we was talking about with the business model, the Jordan is just the most consistent.
yeah.
It is universally
It's multicultural.
recognized.
Yeah.
Like the Jordan.
It's one day Phil Jackson was coaching in the 4s. Them niggas zoomed in on his shoes like he's rocking the Air Jordan 4s today. We like, nigga.
Jordan.
He had a lot
He's-
of free publicity too.
He's coaching the
Like,
yeah.
coaching the nigga who's y'all like.
Jordan, because even from back in the day, niggas used to ditch school. That's
Yeah.
why they changed the release date to Saturday.
Yeah.
Used to be Wednesday. Niggas used to ditch school
Yeah.
just to go get the new Jordan
Yeah.
and come back
And what's crazy?
after lunch
Yeah.
and in them.
I went to Curie. It was a Foot Locker. We had open campus.
Exactly.
So
just walk
you
it
talking about your feelings hurt?
yeah,
when a
when a
nigga
motherfucker
come
come
back,
back,
after
All
lunch.
your friends like, we finna go get the mics. I'm like, who? Who?
y'all go without me.
Motherfucker, I'm not finna go get
It
shit.
was what? Your Jordan, your Pellies.
But I'm gonna tell you that one year when them patent leather, them red and black ones came out, niggas
Yeah,
went
the playoffs.
and got them right. And after school, everybody who got the mics got their shit took.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It
Nobody
was
came
your
to school
shoes,
the
coat,
next
and
day.
hat. Boy, we need your starter.
Man.
That's why I
jacket.
tell people, them times was rougher now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody coat getting took or your
Starter coat?
jacket.
The starter,
Woo.
your Pelly,
And-
your mics,
And that shit
on the
didn't,
bus stop.
that shit didn't cost nothing.
It
But
did.
it was the hype.
I
of
just seen
being
a
in the
shorty
culture.
who just had on some $1,000 Balenciaga. I said
And just walked
he
Yeah,
just walked.
ain't nobody taking them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I couldn't have a $40 starter jacket. Niggas,
Nah, you are correct.
niggas taking that up off you. Give me that hat.
We need all that, man. You gotta come up off that. Your shoes, coat, and hat.
Man, we appreciate you for coming out. Man, what
Definitely.
shoot out your social, man,
Yeah.
if they want to rock with you
Oh, I
and buy
thought you
you.
was about to say shoot
Oh,
out
yeah.
What, you
Man, listen.
Show us.
want to show them?
Just to show them, like, it ain't no game. Like, everything that you about to show them is coming out weeks.
About time this come
Nah,
out.
we might fuck around and bump some people.
Yeah.
Look at
When-
is
when-
these in men's sizes?
Yes. Men sizes, kid
Baby, you want
sizes.
these?
When do these
You
come
don't even
out?
rock shoes, Jordans.
What's today? What we doing
Today
this? On
the
the
5th.
Cinco
Let
de
me see.
Mayo. At this time, this is May 17th.
Give me my
For
count.
that release.
These come out May 17th.
They see 'em?
Today is
Cinco
May
de
5th.
Mayo.
and you didn't get these today. You've had these.
Yeah, I've had them. I can get them to whoever early. Just, like Instagram.
And what is
Fineline
these?
1721. That's the.
You know, a lot of people in the comments gonna be like, "Oh, them fool,
Nah,
them fool
nah.
gazy."
I've been there, done that. I don't even
Certified.
pay attention. I promise.
Because I
don't.
took some pictures. I'm in a sneaker group, and they
And
like,
listen,
"Oh, them fool." I'm like, y'all
And
don't
I
even
don't
understand.
even pay attention.
Y'all don't even understand.
Those
promise.
is what? Hand them here.
This the Retro 1 UNC releasing May 10th.
May 10th.
Yeah, that one come in all family sizes too.
These what I want a mom for you to sponsor. I want my wife.
That's his wife's business, y'all.
my wife's
Yeah, look,
company.
this is personal.
Personal size 14.
He ain't got
I don't
no.
got these.
That's what every woman say.
I never had these in my life.
Really? And them your
Never.
favorite, ain't they?
Fours is my favorite. I never had the white.
He jinxed himself.
Yeah.
Last time we linked, no, the time before last, I'm telling him they get an exclusive Jordan 4. He ain't want to get it because it was a 15, but they ran small.
It was the
I kept
SB,
telling
the
him,
green and
the
white.
green SBs. Now, Reese,
Give me that camera, Pink.
did you go kick it with Reese that night?
When?
When the joint clucked out on you on the
Nah,
expressway?
I went to the Bulls game.
Okay.
I went to
When
the
these
Bulls
come
game.
out?
That's because you didn't get the shoe. That's May 24th.
No,
May
I was on my
24th.
way to the Bulls game.
I get it.
Remember, I bought them red
You
sixes.
bought the red sixes.
Right.
You should have bought the fours, and they let you know, man. That's how God works. You're supposed to get all them.
That's all we got?
Yeah, at this moment, yep. So May 10th, May 17th, May 24th. Like I've been saying, the business model. If you got to think about it, if you want to go hang out for Mother's Day, that's on the 10th. But you want to rock these with your wife, your mom, whatever, you got to come holler at me.
How do you go? Do they lay down?
Oh, yeah, they lay down like this. Oh, no. Listen, like how you said earlier. No, other way.
Like that.
Depending on the shoe, nigga don't care if the box jacked up, nothing.
Man, that box was beat the fuck up. I was like, give me them motherfuckers.
And then you ain't that type of collect. You keep your boxes, but
I keep my boxes.
if it's some shit you want,
Man, I don't
you don't
give
get
a
no
fuck.
fuck about that
Once
box.
you wearing it, it's different.
Yeah.
Like if you just want to have somebody walk into your room and it's just like,
Now, what's crazy is, and my wife will tell you, I was buying shoes not to wear them.
Yeah.
Yo,
so that's why they was just on display.
I got a little display, and she be like, "Ooh, that outfit will go good with them." I'm like, "You think
Don't look
I'm
at that
finna
shoe, baby.
Wear that?
I'm all whites.
I'm not wearing those fucking
but Pete,
mics."
before we get out of here though, that is another thing about shoes that a lot of people don't understand unless you're in it. So I always tell people like this: shoes is just like wine. Some people have a wine cellar and they just got bottles from 1850 and 1900, and it's worth so much money. Like some of these shoes
It's worth
over time,
gonna be worth money.
So you sitting on a little,
Yeah. I just sold about 4 pair.
You did?
Yeah.
You getting rid of shit.
I had shoes that I had. Let me tell you what I had. I had 2 pair zebras. I had 2 pair wave runners.
Yeah.
I had 2 pair cherry 11s. And I sold them. I got like 1,500. I was like, nigga,
Oh, yeah.
I'm selling that shit.
Yeah, especially them Yeezys. Get all them up.
Yeah, I ain't win. We ain't win.
Because they ain't about to even go up no more.
Man.
It's over for the Yeezys?
It's
Nigga,
over.
yeah.
It's dead.
Sucking dick.
Even for the 750s and them
Yeezy
Red
brand.
Octobers.
The Red October only because it's a Nike.
It's a Nike, yeah.
But Adidas.
Like, for instance, if Nike was to retro the Red October,
You heard it here first.
man, listen,
It'll be over.
boy, I'm telling you, boy, I'm about to go.
You'll go
Ben
get.
about that. It's real.
Man, thank you for coming through, man. We know you be busy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to.
appreciate this.
Do you take Klarna?
Nah,
Damn, man.
Any
You-
type of payment plan?
You need
no.
you need
payment
to take
plan.
Progressive, nigga.
Shout out to our little brother too, Smags. He clean shoes.
Who?
Smags,
Smack
man.
right.
Smags.
He clean shoes.
clean
How do you
shoes.
feel about that? The
Sneaker shop.
restoration of.
I'm not opposed to it. Do
Okay.
your thing. Like if like I said, if that's your lane,
Yeah.
do your 1-2. For me, it ain't me. I could care less about. Once you buy this shoe from me, and it's beat to hell,
It's over with.
it's over with. I'm not restoring nothing.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. That ain't my thing.
Yeah, buy another pair, nigga.
Yeah, I
they be
got-
taking the soul off.
Yeah,
and-
all of that. Like I said, like for some people, like it was a guy called the shoe surgeon.
Yeah, shoe surgeon.
He just got sued by Nike.
Did he?
Damn.
Yeah,
How?
because you technically is counterfeit.
Wow.
Like dude that had the lightning bolt on the shoe,
Okay.
he got sued.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
them type of niggas.
Yeah, all of them. Nike ain't playing around. Nike gonna come for you when they see you start making money.
Oh yeah, it's over with.
Do you
Man,
feel
we
you
need
you
parts.
deserved a Nike account?
Nah,
Okay.
because the one thing about it is, for me, a lot of people always used to ask me, even you,
Yeah.
say why you ain't never get on store. Why
Yeah.
you never, because for me it was just like if I already just work out of home, then it's just like I'm not about to pay rent.
Yeah, it's no overhead.
Yeah.
No overhead at all.
Now, is it hard to get a Nike account?
Very.
Very.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Most of the times, these stores, like in the hood, that be selling Nikes, do they be having Nike accounts, or they doing what you doing? Like,
Little-
like tops and bottoms.
no, Tops is definitely solidified.
They
Every shoe that's in there is they authorized to sell it.
okay.
So now what far as like
So how is they selling Nike shoes for more? Like, can't they get in trouble for that? Cause I call on they bitch ass.
nah. Because the one thing about it is the reason why they can't get in trouble, and this is not me just clouting them up, but just keeping it real. Remember back in the day when you used to get a pair of shoes that always say suggested retail price.
Okay.
So for Nike,
This is what you should sell
yeah,
it for.
you can sell it for whatever you want.
What?
Yeah, Nike only get mad at you for when you sell it for below.
For less.
Yeah, because if you think about it,
Cause I went in tops and bottoms and they have a shoe and they talking about $5. But like, how?
nah, I feel you. I understand.
That's like, okay, that's like you selling a bag of Doritos for $10. It's like them motherfuckers $1.99.
But if somebody give it to you, will you take it?
Man, I be calling I be calling Nike on tops and bottoms. Time.
He the shoe
But
police.
that's really how it go. It ain't. You can't get mad at somebody for trying to make some money.
Hey man,
But you are
that's
correct.
eye gouging.
If you already got your account and you paying X amount of dollars already for the shoe, you're gonna make double
Anyway,
Because now you're just being greedy.
you being super greedy.
But like Dub said, man, we appreciate you coming out. We know you busy.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Well, we might bump somebody. No, we got okay.
Yeah,
We'll get them in.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
was fun.
Appreciate
Like I
y'all
said, I
for
don't
watching,
do that.
man. Did you shoot out your social media?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Follow me on Instagram, Fineline1721, or you could just go to the website if you're trying to shop, Fineline1721.com.
That's what's up, man.
There we go.
I've been your boy Dubs.
And I'm your boy Reese.
This is Off Stage, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Rap don't work, then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to booking. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie. These niggas don't even smell what the rock is cooking. If this rap don't work, then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to